Hi, I'm Jazzalyn, and I am one of the Flex instructors here at Drip Studios. Today I have the pleasure of doing a upper body, shoulders, and chest sequence for you all, stretch sequence. Today we have Joan joining us, we have David joining us, and we have Sylvia joining us. And so without further ado, join me on your mat. Feel free to get a towel, a mat, and something to dry your face just in case you get a little drippy. As a way to get us grounded in our stretch exercises today, let's make sure that all four corners of our feet are firmly planted onto our mat. So we're going to begin with taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs, and then exhaling out, releasing any tension, any discomfort. Again, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, all the way through. And then allowing everything to soften, belly soft, knees soft. Again, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs. And then exhaling out, allowing everything to soften, belly soft, knees soft. Now let's place our diamond shape right in front of our belly button. Taking another deep breath in, filling up the lungs, filling up the chest, and then exhaling out, allowing the shoulders to soft, belly soft, knees soft. Let's do that again. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs, exhaling out, allowing the shoulders to soft, knees soft, everything soften. One last time as you take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs, and then exhaling out by the mouth. Finally, let's place one hand on the belly button and one hand on the chest. This time we're gonna rock a little bit on the balls of our toes and then back on our heels. As we take a deep breath in, we're gonna inch forward, filling up the lungs, and then exhale out as we shift our weight back onto our heels. Again, taking a nice deep breath in as you lean forward, and then exhale out as you allow your belly to soft, shoulders soft, everything to soften. Again, taking a last deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs, filling up the chest as you lean forward. And then exhale out as you rest back onto your heels. Now let's inch forward. Maybe you want to spread your legs just a little bit with a flat back, bringing your fingertips all the way to the front of the room, and we're going to swipe to the right. Again, head up, chest up, hips forward, bringing your hands all the way back to the front. Again, swinging your head up, chest up, bringing your arms back up to the front. One last time on this right side as you bring your head up, chest up, leaning forward. Now let's switch and rotate to the left. Again, feeling the fingertips movement all the way to the front, bringing yourself back up to the front of the room, bringing your head up, chest up, bringing your tips back all the way up to the room. One last time as you bring your head up, chest up, eyes open, bringing your hands to the front of the room. Now let's place our hands onto our thighs as we lean forward. Remember, keeping your spine nice and long. Tuck chin and then round all the way up. Let's do that again as we lean forward, long spine, long chest, tuck chin, and then round all the way through your spine. One last time as we lean forward, keeping our spine nice and long, tuck our chin, and then round all the way through. Now I would like for you to meet me onto your mat, laying flat onto your mat. And we're gonna articulate our spine. And what that'll look like is, you're gonna rest back into child's pose for me. Long arms, long spine, and then we're gonna contract the front side of our body by pulling from our pelvic floor. And what that looks like is pulling from our core and then rounding all the way through with your head up, chest up. If you like, you can bring your knees up off the ground. Let's try that together. As we rest back into child's pose, keeping our arms long, chest long, we're gonna round through, keeping our core tight as we round to the front of our edge, head up, chest up. Eyes open, lifting our knees up off the ground, just like that. Great job, you guys in the room. Let's rest back into child's pose. Again, let's pull from our core, contracting our front side body, rounding to the front of the edge, having our head up, chest up, knees up off the ground, and then dropping our knees back down to the ground as we rest back into child's pose. This time, as we round through, we're gonna look over our right shoulder. So let's do that again. As we contract our core, we're gonna round all the way through, bringing our head up, chest up. This time, let's look over our right shoulders, back to the back of our toes, just like that. And then resetting back into child's pose, just like that. Great job, you guys in the room. Let's do that again as we contract our front side body, rounding all the way up, head up, chest up, and then looking over our left shoulder to the back of our toes, just like that. We have that one more time on each side. Again, resetting into child's pose. We want to round through our core till we get to the edge of our mat, and then round all the way through. You can bring your knees up off the ground if you like, and then look over your right shoulder to the back of your toes. Great job. Resetting, dropping our knees back into child's pose. Remember, long arms, long spine. One last time as we round through, keeping our core tight, rounding all the way up with our head up, chest up, maybe knees off the ground, and then looking over our left shoulder to the back of our toes. Great job. Back center as we reset into child's pose. This is a great opportunity to take a nice deep breath in and then exhale out. Now we're gonna lay flat onto our mat for our scorpion on the ground. And the reason why scorpion is so good for our upper body, it'll actually give us the opportunity to get into our shoulder pockets. So let's try that together. Let's bend our right knee with our toes pointed to the left side of the room, as far as they can go comfortably. You should feel some opening in our left shoulder pocket, also some opening in our hips. And for a bit more of a stretch, let's bring our right arm up to the ceiling, creating an opening into our chest, and even more opening in that left shoulder pocket. Let's place our hands back down to the ground, bringing our legs back down flat onto the mat. Great job. Let's try that again on the right side. As we bend our right knee, pointing our toes to the left side of the room. As far as we can go, we're going to bring our right hand up to the ceiling, opening our chest, creating more opening on this right side of our body. Great job. Placing our hands back down onto our ground. Bringing our legs back flat onto our mat. This time, let's try this on our left side. Bending our left leg to the right side, pointing our toes as comfortably as they can go, and then bringing our left hand up, opening our chest as we reach our arms to the ceiling. You should feel some opening in your right shoulder pocket, as well as opening in your chest. Laying our hands back down to the ground, lengthening our legs back down onto our mat. Let's try that one last time on our left side as we bend our left knee, pointing our toes to the right side of the mat. Maybe you feel some opening in our hips, but I want you to bring your left hand back up to create more opening in that right shoulder pocket and opening our chest even wider. Great job, y'all look amazing in the room. Bringing our arms back down to the ground and lengthening our legs back flat. Now I would like you all to get in a forearm plank. This will give us an opportunity to kind of stretch our mid back. And what that'll look like is us again contracting our core and then kind of rounding through, but not bringing our hips up. Remember, this is a core exercise and a way to open our mid back. And then you'll lay flat back, head up, Just like that. Let's try that together. As we contract our core, opening our mid-back a little bit more, just like that, and then dropping it back down, bringing our head back up, looking forward. Great job. Let's try that again together. Contracting our core as we open our mid-back, holding, and then dropping back down into forearm plank with our head up, chest up. Great job. Dropping our knees back down, resetting into child's pose. Great job. So now I would like for y'all to get on all fours when you're ready. And we're gonna get into downward facing dog. I know downward facing dog, you will feel some opening in your legs, but what we're gonna focus on more than anything is the strength that we're gonna build in our shoulders and in our arms, okay? So we're gonna kick our right leg up to the ceiling, and then we're gonna bend our knee into plank, right elbow to right knee, holding, bringing that right leg back up to the ceiling. Again, bending our knee to our nose, holding it into plank. Again, bringing our right leg up, bending our knee, holding it to our left elbow. Just like that. Great job in the room. Lifting our leg back up, bringing our leg back down. Remember, flex is a class that's about you, so honor whatever it is that your body needs and jump back in whenever you're ready. This time, let's open up into scorpion to the left side. Again, bending our knee to our right elbow, holding it into plank. Right leg back up into scorpion. Bending our knee to our nose into plank. One last time, opening it back into scorpion. Bending our knee to our left elbow, holding it into plank. Right leg back up, right leg back down. Pedaling our feet out. You should feel some strength in our shoulders. And then we're also working our core with our plank. So this time, as we open our legs back up into scorpion, we're gonna actually bend our knee to our nose, drop it into pigeon. As we lengthen forward, taking a deep inhale, tucking our chin, exhaling, rounding through. Let's try that again together. Opening into scorpion, bending our knee to our nose, dropping into plank. As we lean forward, remember long spine, long chest as you tuck chin and you round all the way through. One last time. As we bring that leg up into scorpion, bending knee to nose, dropping into pigeon as you lean forward, long spine, tuck chin, and you round all the way through, bringing our arms to the ground, resting our head onto our forearms, giving ourselves a moment to intentionally take a nice deep breath in, and then exhaling out. Great job, and when you're ready, we're gonna release that right front leg. Maybe you wanna shake it out, maybe you wanna lengthen it, whatever feels most comfortable. And then we're gonna reset into child's pose for us to do it on our left side. Great job. So when you're ready, meet me on all fours, and then pointing your toes down into downwards facing dog. Pedal your feet out. And then this time we're gonna lead with our left leg up to the ceiling, bending our left knee to our left elbow. Hold. Bringing our left leg back up, bending our knee to our nose. Hold. Bringing our left leg back up, bending our knee to our right elbow as we hold. Great job. Bringing our leg back up, bringing our leg back down. What I love most about downward facing dog is that you get to build strength in your arms, but also in your core. So let's bring that left leg back up, but into scorpion. This time, opening to the right side as you bend your knee to your left elbow. Hold left leg back up. Left knee to nose. Hold left leg back up into scorpion, bending our knee to our right elbow as we hold. Bringing our leg back up, bringing our leg back down. Giving ourselves a moment to pedal our feet back out. Great job in the room. All right, one last time as we bring our leg back up into scorpion. This time, we're gonna bend to our nose, dropping our leg into pigeon. Remember, long spine, tuck chin, and then round all the way through. Back up into scorpion. Bending our knee to our nose as we drop into pigeon. Long spine, tuck chin, and then round all the way through. One last time. As you open into scorpion, bend your knee to your nose, drop into pigeon. Long spine forward, tuck chin, and then round all the way through. Remember, bringing your forearms down to your mat, resting your head comfortably onto your forearms. Remember taking a nice deep breath in, allowing yourself to catch your breath. Taking an exhale out, allowing everything to soften. And when you're ready, releasing that left leg out, maybe lengthening it to the back of the room, and then resetting into child's pose. Just like that. Now I would like you all to meet me onto all fours. This is a great stretch for our shoulders. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually open up to the left side with our arms up to the ceiling. And then we're gonna thread it through, all the way through with our left ear onto the mat and our shoulders onto the mat, sitting our hips back, feeling that stretch in our left shoulder. Great job, let's pull it out again. Let's try that again as we lengthen our arms up to the ceiling, looking past our fingertips, and then threading it back under as we sit our hips back and resting our ear onto the mat. Maybe you can lengthen your arm a little bit further and seeing what that gives. One last time as we bring our arms out, back up to the ceiling, and then threading it back through as we stretch that left shoulder. Remember lengthening that front right hand forward. Great job. Now I want you to bring that left arm out and then twist it up to the ceiling. Bringing palm up to the ceiling. And then bringing shoulder down to the ground. So our palm is up to the ceiling and we're looking over to the right side. Seeing what that gives as we stretch that shoulder pocket even more. Great job. When we're ready, meeting me back into all fours. And we're gonna try that on our right side. So let's bring our right arm up to the ceiling, looking past our fingertips, and then threading it through to the left side as we sit our hips back and having our right ear onto the ground. You should feel some opening in that right shoulder, feeling that stretch. Let's bring that right arm back up, out looking past our fingertips and then threading it back through, lengthening it to the left side of the room as we sit our hips back and seeing what that gives. Great job. Let's do that one last time on this side as you bring your arms all the way up, back to the ceiling, looking past your fingertips. Thread it back through as you reach to the left side of the room. Remember keeping that front arm as long as you can, feeling that opening in that right shoulder. And then I want you to bring that right arm out, twist your palm up to the ceiling, As you look over to the left side, creating even more opening in that right shoulder pocket. Great job. And when you're ready, meeting me back onto all fours. And this time, we're gonna turn around, bringing our feet to the front of our mat. And we're gonna do part of our core series. And so what that looks like is bringing your arms right out in front of you. And we're gonna be mindful of our core, so keeping your core nice and contracted. And there's two ways you can do this. If you wanna use more of your core muscle, feel free to lean all the way back until your lower back hits the mat. And then you wanna come back up, bringing your arms all the way up to the ceiling and then opening. If you want to, if you're having a harder time with that, you can also place your hands right underneath your knees and do the same exact move. Again, keeping your core nice and tight until you hit your lower back, and then lengthening back up, keeping your shoulders up, long spine. So pick whichever works best for you. Let's try that together. So let's lean back as we keep our core nice and contracted, hit our lower back, and then we're gonna lean and lift all the way up to the ceiling, and then open up when you get to the top. Again, let's try that together. As you bring your arms back, using your core muscles to bring you back, and then using your core muscles to lift you back up as you open your arms up when you get to the ceiling. One last time, as we bring our arms back down until we hit our lower back, and then lengthen our arms all the way up to the ceiling as we open up. Great job. And so now I want you to place your hands underneath your knees, and we're gonna do a roll. And what that looks like is you roll all the way back, and then using your core to keep your legs up, keeping your shoulders up, okay? And we're not gonna use momentum when we roll back up. So let's try that together. So we're gonna roll back, and then we're gonna use our core to keep our legs up, shoulders up, chest long. Let's do that again. As we roll back, keeping our legs to the front of the room, nice. Let's try that again one last time. As we roll back, not allowing momentum to keep us up, but using our core, chest long. And now let's bring our arms out, just like that, up to the ceiling. One leg up, other leg up to meet it. And then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, laying flat down onto your mat. Now I want you to bring your hands up above your head, and we're gonna do a Pilates roll up. In 3, 2, 1. Reaching for your toes, all the way forward, leaning. So if you're not already at the front of your mat, meet me at the middle in the front of your mat. This time I would like you to open your legs wide, keeping your back straight. You can also cross your legs if you like, if that feels more comfortable. Most importantly, you want to make sure your back is nice and straight. And so now what I would like you to do, this will be a shoulder exercise. And so we're gonna bring our arms up to the front of the room, almost like we're lifting water, turning, twisting, pushing the water away. Let's try that again. Bringing our fingertips all the way up, turning, twisting, pushing away. Again, bringing our arms up, feeling the sensations through our fingertips, turning, twisting, pushing away. This time we're gonna follow our fingertips. As we bring our hands up, we're gonna follow our fingertips to the back of the room, just like that. Let's do that again. As we bring our arms up, lifting the water away, twisting, turning, pushing to the back of the room. One last time as we lift the water up, turning, twisting, pushing the water away. Great job. And then we're gonna bring that same right hand to the back of our head. You just kind of want to gently find a nice comfortable spot on the left side of your head. And this is a good opportunity for you to kind of just do some neck stretches. Maybe you want to shake no. Maybe you want to shake yes. kind of gently guiding. If you want a little bit more, you can put your left hand onto that left shoulder and kind of creating more of a stretch on that left side of your neck. And then when you're ready, taking a opportunity to look over your left shoulder, just like that, and then bringing your chin to the inner part of your right armpit. Seeing what that gives. Let's try that again as we look over our left shoulder. And then bringing our chin back to the inner part of our armpit. Great job. When we're ready, we're going to release that forward. Great job. And so this time we're going to use our left hand as we bring the water up to the ceiling, turning, twisting, pushing the water away. Again, bringing the water up, turning, twisting, pushing the water away. One last time as you lift the water up, turn, twist, push the water away. This time we're gonna follow it with our eyes. As we turn, twist, push away to the back of the room. Again, lifting the water up as we turn, twist, pushing the water away. One last time as we lift the water up, turn, twist, pushing the water away. With that same left hand, finding the spot on the right side of our skull. This time, maybe you want to shake your head no, seeing what that gives. Maybe you feel a little bit more tightness in your neck on this side. Maybe you also want to shake yes, seeing what that gives. And then when you're ready, looking over your right shoulder. Just like that, and then bringing your chin into your left armpit. Great job. Again, looking over your right shoulder. And then turning your chin in to your armpit. And then when you're ready, releasing it forward. This is the very last exercise of our series. And what you'll do is you'll put your hands comfortably in the back of your skull. Remember, keeping your chest nice and long. Folding your elbows forward and then bringing them down to the center of your mat. If you can get to the ground, that's awesome. If you can't, no worries. Sometimes opening our legs a little bit more helps. So maybe that'll help. And if your elbows are down to the ground, bring them a little bit closer into your groin, into the inner part of your thighs. Seeing what that gives. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck. Just like that. Great job. And then when you're ready, let's airplane wings out to the right, to the left. Remember, being gentle. Our necks tend to be very sensitive. Great job. Bring your hands back down to place. Take one last deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out by the mouth. Thank you all for joining us for our Flex series today. Namaste. Ooh.